I'm Adam Salomon. Welcome to the kitchen. Today we are baking a pie in honor of Pie Day for the HCP Dishes blog. For those of you that don't know, HCP Dishes is the official food blog for the Harvard Common Press, and we are baking a grape and fig pie out of Ken Haedrich's aptly named pie. Great book, great resource, and it's a great recipe. So we're looking forward to getting started. So what we're going to do here is roll this out into a 12-inch disc that we're then going to line in our pie pan, which I've already pre-coated with a non-stick cooking spread. So you want to use a rolling pin or other similar object. Unfortunately, cannot find our rolling pin today in our kitchen, so we're improvising a little bit, so bear with me. But as I said, anything will really work. But what you want to do is just give it a real nice even pressure. And once you have this down, what we're actually going to do is use our paper and flip it right in. So you want to make sure that you have it on a floured workspace. So we're going to bring our pie pan over to here. Don't be afraid to get a little bit messy. That's the way baking is. I'm going to peel that back and just give it a little bit of a readjustment. And we're just going to tuck this around the pan like so. And once you've got it in there, what we're actually going to do is let this sit in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. So set it in your pan and then put it in the refrigerator for a little bit, and then we'll come back to it later. Now that we've got our pie crust in the refrigerator, we're actually going to start on our figs. These are black mission figs. I've got a cup and a half here. You can find them in your local grocery store in the organic or dried fruit section. What we're going to do is actually steam these over a hot water bath. You don't want to bring the water to a boil without the figs in there, so we're actually going to start from the very beginning. Put these in a steam basket. Let the water come to a boil over high heat. Once you get the water to a boil, reduce it to a simmer, and then we'll let them simmer for about 5 minutes. What we're going to do now is mix all of our fillings together so that we can put them into our chilled pie crust. So I have 4 cups of halved seedless black grapes. These are not red grapes, so don't get them confused when buying them. You just chop them in half, 4 cups into this little bowl, and let them chill for a little bit. And then mix them with your figs, like so. Make sure the bowl's big enough because you're going to need a lot of room. To that, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're just going to pour that right over the top like that. And we're going to take 2 tablespoons or a quarter of a cup of sugar and just sprinkle it on top. And mix that all together. Don't be afraid to get your hands a little dirty. Although make sure you wash your hands before putting them into the filling that's going to become this pie. And what you're going to do is take a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch and actually mix it with the rest of your sugar. Put that in there like that, coat it around, give it a good shake, and then shake it over the top. And again, we're just going to mix this up with our hands to coat it all. We're going to add it to our pie crust. And so what you should do is just get your pie up in the center, pick up your grapes and figs, and just toss it right in there. And to this, after all of that, what I've done is I've taken a tablespoon of butter and just cut it up into small pieces. And you just want to dot the pie with the small pieces. What will obviously happen is that the butter will melt, and it'll give it a little bit more just nice flavor once it comes out of the oven. With that in mind, you should really be setting your oven now to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit before you actually roll out your second piece of dough. So pick up your rolling implement, and again, we're just going to do just like we did last time. Try and get it to be as uniform as possible around. We want to match the shape of the previous dough that we just rolled out. And if it's a little smaller, all the better. If it's a little bigger, I wouldn't worry too much. Before we actually take it and flip it, we're going to take just a little bit of bowl of water. You can dip your hands right in it and run it along the edge, like so. The reason for this is that it's going to make sticking the 2 ends of the pie together a little bit easier. The trickiest part is really lining the 2 up at the same time. So good luck to you, and good luck to me. Let's see how this works. We have a lot of overhang, as you can see. And what we're going to do is just press the edges together. And first things first, you may actually want to go around the outside and just cut off any excess. And then you can just go around the outside and try and attach the top to the bottom. And then what you want to do is just poke a few steam holes in the center to release the steam so you can check it later. And then on the outside, you may want to just poke a few steam holes there, the reason being that you want to be able to check the juices all throughout the pie once it's done. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes in the center rack. Let it bake for 30 minutes. Once it's done on that portion, you're going to actually rotate it 180 degrees, lower it to 375, and bake it another 25. It'll be about an hour altogether once all said and done. And then we're going to let it cool for about 2 hours once it comes out. So we have a while to wait, but it'll be worth it.